Well, that turned around quickly. I thought SG was doing so good, and then one fight, and it's all over.
Mm-hmm. That's how most villains must feel in a James Bond movie, you know? The whole thing's going great, everybody's dying, and then one Roche fight, and then... done. It's Spy Day, in case you people forgot. That's not just random, okay? So, yeah, I mean, we thought that they had that early game fight. We were talking about all that. I put my prediction on them, and it looked like they were going to do it.
They did.
And at one wrong moment, and they never recovered. It wasn't even like Freedom had a good late game team either. They had a team that could go into that mid, and what can he do, gods? You just lose one big battle.
Yeah, King RD's Undying was badass. He was running all over the place, swagging on people. His early game found kills in top, went mid, found a kill there on the puck. He was doing it all as far as SG Sports are concerned.
Can we please get a contest here to see who can flip longer?
I go faster.
Oh, you want me to speed it up?
Yeah.
Don't give up, Seamer! Anyway,
like
keep
spiral.
talking. Keep talking.
This is like trying to cast with the crazy chat wall voice lines, and like you can't concentrate when that's going on.
Stopped!
We have a winner.
That's it. Defeat has finally taken her. All right, anyway.
This was my last dying wish that I could do this.
I suck it, oh no.
The one Roche fight lasted for a very long time, and we're going to see why it didn't work out for SG. All right. So, they want to take Roshan. Pause, please.
Fire!
I mean, sorry, this clip is a minute, so we'll make sure it's fast. But they instantly make sure it's split up, right? Puck is already here, distracting some people. Lasso drags him back. Play, please. Look at where Sand King is as well. He is the one that will die first, so he gets isolated there a bit.
Man, I mean,
Witch Doctor dies first.
It looks fine, right? You lose the Witch Doctor, big deal, but we got BKBs out. Everything's not that bad.
So they still go for Roche.
Sure.
And that's good. I mean, he's almost down. He goes down very fast. Ursa will have the Aegis.
Oh, there you go. Whiffed ultimate right there. Plus a freeze. And it's just like, oh my god. The damage coming out all over the place. They're so split up. They kept thinking that everything was just going to be A-okay.
Yep.
It certainly was not.
That was not great. Ursa comes into the fight. He instantly needs his Aegis. And now what happens for the rest is I just want you to keep an eye on the Ursa. So, okay, great. He claps. Gotta run for a target. Flame break. Run for a target. Oh, shit. There's too many. Gotta get away for a bit, you know, wait for his team to back up. Takes a lot of damage. Soon as it try to eat a cheese, run again. Try to hit some people, getting kited.
I mean, look at how much attention he's getting.
He is still looking for the target to hit. Almost gets puck, can't get it, now jumps away. And in the end, I mean, that's all they got, right? This was their Aegis fight. This was their moment where they were supposed to do really well.
The entire time, Ursa was like cheesing and kited. Yeah. He's like, where's my stuns, you know? Where's the Sand King died?
The Sand King died early.
And the Witch Doctor died
and then he bought back,
too.
But it was way too late at that point.
Yeah, by the time he bought back, he TPs to the shrine, tries to chase after, but the fight's happening too far away from him. He doesn't actually use a Burrow Strike at any point, so I think we started to see perhaps the weak point of that SG Sports draft, which was they have a Sand King stun, but they have no other disables.
Yeah.
And when you have a hero like Ursa, you really need to draft, I'd say, like 2-3 good disables to go with an Ursa, because otherwise he gets kited and can't do anything. He's very reliant on teammates to dish out damage.
Yeah, and then the cask, obviously they had a Witch Doctor as well, but also Witch Doctor died fairly early, so
yeah,
he couldn't really do anything either. You're having way too much fun with that gun.
Sorry, I like it. It's got a good weight to it.
Look at that! Look at that gold graph. That's what happened. Can you see that properly? That's the experience graph. But
yeah,
but it was just one fight, and they were so high up. But we talked about this during the draft as well, that SG, they had a very all-in early game lineup.
And
they took a lane of racks, like they were doing all right, but
what can I do? I mean, a team like Team Freedom, they've got a little bit of experience. They know how to keep that steady momentum. That's what we saw, was that take that one Roche fight, and then they didn't throw away that little lead that they got. They kept building upon it, taking their time, and waiting for SG to get a little bit too aggressive. They knew that they were on a time limit. They had to keep pushing, and they had to keep it going. So I think that dependence on ending that game early is what might have did them in. Maybe if they took a step back, you know, maybe got an Undying Ags, you know, played into that late game. Refresher Orb Undying Cheever. Think about it, girl.
Well, I think maybe SG should have tried. Like, if you're going all in early, I feel like they didn't win early hard enough for that. Sure, they shut down Juggernaut a bit, but then the rotations began and Juggernaut actually was able to catch up. And, you know, all in all, kind of feel like maybe they gave Freedom a little bit too much freedom.
Hey!
Bazing.
Thank you.
Yeah!
Some good old American Dota right there.
All right, so next game. We start, like, this was already something different from SG from what we saw in the previous game, so they already tried to shape it up. By the way, I do have to mention that they have now got 3 losses, which means the only way that SG has a chance to go to LAN is if everybody else also gets a 3-3 score, which means they have to win every single game from this point onwards and then hope that the rest also goes 3-3 in all their 6 games
Could
they have
happen.
over the next 2 days. It could happen.
Could happen.
But there is not a high chance that it will happen, so it's not looking too great for them. But it can happen, because...
Can happen, Shiva.
You know what? Anything can happen.
I mean, they'll just have to take all 4 teams to Atlanta, you know? Like, you're all winners.
Yeah.
You're all
4-way tiebreaker, baby.
Replace the European teams. We'll have the 4 American team finals.
No.
Okay.
Jeez, come on, Chiefs.
It's America Day.
It's America Day. Think
Yeah,
about
but we
it.
want to have also
happen.
got a little bit of competition, you know?
Yeah, it's true. People want to watch
That is
good
true.
Dota.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn,
Wow.
You're our special guest for NA Day, and this is how you're going to be? What the hell?
Yes,
We didn't put him
yes.
up the same there, by the way. He just said it all by himself. Anyway, we're soon ready for the next draft. SG again versus Freedom. What are we going to see different this time?
Imagine SG is just keep mixing it up, you know. They seem to have this idea they can just try some new picks. You know, it's going to be tough to qualify for the LAN, so I think they're going to just find something new, find a new pick or two. It's also a new patch, so I think teams are still trying to figure out just which heroes are going to still be strong on this new patch.
It's too much. Both
I got one.
Come on. Oh, yeah.
You got to do them different directions.
Oh, no.
All right. By the way, we did an MVP vote during the previous game. Let's take a look at that. Yeah. I want to try again in the meantime.
All right, let's see. Drum roll, please. Dun, da, da, da.
Da-da-da.
No,
Oh,
well, we don't
sorry.
have it.
No, but we don't have any votes, but you can vote for the next one. So this is the commands, hashtag, and then the player name. Team Freedom versus SG. Who do you think is the MVP of the game? And I know the game hasn't started yet, but that's okay, because I believe we have a draft right now. I think. I'm not sure. I didn't actually know.
The producer. No.
I saw Owen and Funk go to the war room. I'm like, we're ready.
All right, well, let's talk about MVPs. Who was our standouts that we saw from that series? I have to say the Puck did some nice work there. SC was everywhere he needed to be, did a nice job.
I kind of also feel like, even though they didn't win, I think King RD did really good. King RD did really good on his Undying. He had a big impact, and I feel like if you're an Undying late game, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
But he did what he needed to do in the early game, and that needs to be said.
I think the stand-in Boris made some big plays in the bat when he clipped
Oh,
the
yeah.
Shadow Fiend. That was,
Oh.
I think
He
that was
did.
actually one of the biggest plays of the game. Like helped win the game. So I think
day.
playing as a stand-in and playing as well as he did, they also dominated that bottom lane. I'd give it to the Bat Rider.
All right. Let's see if we have another Bat Rider. Draft's on.
Tria Protector made it? Oh, shit. Game's over.
Trim Protector,
Hey.
one of the most picked and banned over the last few.
I think it's also notable to see that SG banned out the Nyx Assassin, and not only has Freedom been playing Nyx Assassin in majority of their games, I think Francis, the F. Lee, he had an incredible role in that last game on the Nyx Assassin, finding multi-hero stuns, also just scouting out lots of different opportunities for them to take fights when they wanted to. So I like that ban a lot.
Something a bit different coming out from SG as well, as the panel suggested.
Yeah.
Trying something different. SB and VS being picked up in the first 2.
Where the hell is this hero? There
Well,
he
we've
is.
got the Spirit Breakers.
I got him. We're good. I'm just
Is
suffering
this-
over here. I'm dying from the
Are
spiciness.
we expecting this is going to be a carry event for SG? Do they like to do that?
I guess it's possible. I think it's more of a
5
C4T
seconds
hero, though, right?
remaining.
That guy plays usually the hard 5. That's a pretty hard 5 hero, too.
By the way, all
Reserve
games so
time.
far, SG Esports has been on the Radiant side. Every game.
Oh, there we go.
They really have been. That's a good
That's
call.
what's been holding them back.
Ban.
And look, another puck, guys.
Embrace the dire.
Well, so
Another
far,
puck.
Dire has won all games. Common denominator. But also, SG is also common denominator, so.
Damn.
Causation or correlation?
Dire
Oh,
I love DreamLeague.
No.
Oh, ow. Anyway, seeing a lot of blue here coming out from both teams, but what? That's something I can say. I'm very limited.
DreamLeague making friendly times. By the way, it's all blue.
They're blue. I do love
5
DreamLeague.
seconds
But
remaining.
I'm very interested to see that the terror that the Stream Protector picks. We've talked to so many
Yeah.
pro
Radiant
players, and they're
team
literally
ban.
just like, ban the hero. It's completely broken. So,
Dire
Yep.
team
And I
ban.
think it's like another kind of similar, not like exactly same, but similar as the Nyx Assassin for FLE. You can just run around invis, you scout out, choose fights when you want to. I think that guy is very good at playing those kind of heroes that let you take fights around your vision. And yeah, Train Protector.
10 seconds.
So-
Good
remaining.
hero.
the standard Venge question that every panel
5
asks.
seconds
Is it
remaining.
Do you think this is a carry Venge guy?
It's first 2 pick, guys. It could be. I don't think so, but
What's going on here?
Venge or a support Venge? What do you think, David? Tell me, David.
Slack sounds completely different than the last panel. Did he wake up? What's
What
going
do
on
you
here?
think, David?
He's back,
Is this a
guys.
support
He
Venge?
had a call out.
He had coffee.
Thank
Oh,
you
he's
for the
back.
coffee, guys.
It's a monster coffee.
He finished Owen's concoction. That's
I chugged Odie's godless milk drink, and it gave me all the energy I could ever need. All right, so anyway, show me another pick here. We have
10
banned out
seconds
Razor. Was it
remaining.
that big of a deal? Warranting a ban.
gonna
5
probably counter
seconds
some pick they have
remaining.
in mind, some kind of melee offlaner or something. They don't want to deal with it.
Some
Reserve
Troll
time.
Warlord. That's what they're going for. With the
Yeah,
Spirit
what happened
Breaker,
to Troll?
right?
Has that been banned in these? Or teams aren't just aren't playing it?
People are starting to recognize, like the guy was mentioning in the last panel, there's a lot of like spell damage and team fights coming out early, and like laning dominators and Troll, like if there's a Bat Rider on the enemy team, Bat Rider just runs at him in the lane phase and Troll suffers heavily, and then just magic damage. The hero needs a BKB.
Hooray!
Exactly.
Woohoo!
Charge!
So let's see if they do want to go for something like that.
You know what I would like to see? A little bit of global presence, huh? You
Global.
already got an SB. Let's see a Nature's Prophet. That hero didn't do too bad.
Didn't you, I thought you hate that hero.
Nature's Prophet, he's great.
You like that hero?
Dire
Okay.
team
Sure.
ban.
I feel like you just flip-flop all the time.
I'm never flip-flop in my life. That's
Okay.
fake news.
Okay.
Great, great.
Good one.
Lena. So you got that mid lane matchup. Lena puck. I guess there's a chance for the Lena to outplay the puck and you can try and catch him out. Is
10
it a really
seconds
tough lane for
remaining.
him?
Oh, the
You've got
lane
that
is fine.
range.
The lane's good for Lena. You have
Yeah.
range advantage, and
Yeah.
you can just spam.
5 seconds remaining.
It's just about the outplays and the rotations coming in from other heroes. Spirit Breaker can't really gank puck too well, though.
Reserve time.
No, that's true. And it's, I mean, in terms of ganky anyway, it's still always going to be hard with this Treant on the map. Can definitely turn around, potential gank, and always has that. Yeah, that living armor is going to be a bit of a nightmare so far for the heroes of SG to chomp through. No sort of damage over time to tick it out yet. See, what the plan is.
Very early game oriented lineup coming out from SG Esports. Kind of as always that we see them do. Jakiro picked up by Freedom. They love this hero.
Yep.
No shocker.
Yeah, Stan King played a really well previous game as well.
Well, they've got tower attacks. They got there.
Oh my god.
Team
What?
ban.
Got him!
What?
Oh god.
Surprise. What do you mean, what? You got a global presence? You got a way to jump on top of a
Alright, I'll give it to you.
lot of good heroes?
I'll give it to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
That was a good call. There you go.
thank you.
10
Thank you.
seconds.
That was a good
remaining.
call.
And you know what? Could be not. Do you think could SG close this up with having that Venge in the
5
support position and picking up the
seconds
Drow Ranger for their lineup?
Oh.
Pretty nice. wouldn't it?
Oh, boy.
Juicy.
Could be a good Drow
Oh,
strat.
scary.
Reserve
Dang.
time.
Silence is a pretty good versus puck.
Yeah, Gust is very nice there. Drow could be pretty tasty if they want to try and run it. Did we see that? Did many teams do that at Manila Masters?
I think we saw like
Saw like
two,
once or twice.
one or two Draw
Yeah.
Rangers.
EG did it in one of the game one of the grand
Yeah.
finals.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You know what's so interesting is that in the American meta, the NA, people don't remember about Disruptor.
Radiant
Not
team
banned,
ban.
not picked. He was almost every single game in the rest of DreamLeague. Anyway,
Oh, yeah, the CIS sides love Disruptor, but outside of there. I mean, some of the Chinese like to play around with it,
Yeah, they
but
like it too.
in America, less so.
Yeah.
I like the Lycan pick this time.
10 seconds
I think Lycan and Ursa
remaining.
kind of share the same thing, where if you do pick this hero, you want to have a lot of lockdown from your other heroes, so you can
5
just like catch
seconds remaining.
people and just chase them down and kill them. He also gives an objective taker.
They don't
So
have a
with
lot of
Puck-
lockdown though.
They have Puck and
Reserve
Train
time.
ult, right?
I-
And Jakiro.
Okay, Tree and Old is the
Yeah.
only thing that I would count for that because I don't feel like Puck is that much of a lockdown. Unless you're called, I mean, Dream Coil is guess not that much of a lockdown, but still holds him in position. But
Yeah. It's so that he can like close the distance and just
it's all ults
benefit.
as well.
Yeah, it is ults.
An Ice Path.
Yeah.
But who really levels Ice Path?
That's like level 9.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 point.
So do you think
Dire
SG
team
has a decent amount of lockdown for Lycan though? I mean, they have swap, stun, bashes. Yeah, I guess they're pretty good. Oh,
Bashes.
Every single one of them has a way to lock that fool down. So
It's proud
Not
of
bad.
men.
let's double down. Show me Legion Commander. Let's go. Come on.
Oh god.
For
No,
10
SG.
seconds
SG?
remaining.
Legion could be good for Freedom.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, SG's looking safe laner.
Thanks, guys.
Freedom's looking off laner.
Yeah. And now Snaking is
Reserve
back, I
time.
believe. I think I saw him in the lobby. So now they're
Okay.
playing with their full 5-man roster. As for anything else, the Abaddon could still be a possibility. Just to like go for that 5-man death ball kind of thing with the Lycan and Jakiro.
Yo, what kind of treant is this gonna be? Is this a fabled jungle treant, or is he gonna be laning?
What's the jungle
What?
tree?
I mean, the
I was
tree
gonna say, I'm pretty sure
protector.
he's going to be the same position he plays in all of his games.
No,
I mean.
tree protector. Excuse me.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
how does he jungle? Can you explain
I mean,
this?
I'm sorry.
I mean, he can
I'm
become
sorry.
the
Nature's
jungle, but-
prophet is what I
Oh,
can say.
Nature's Prophet,
I'm an
there we
idiot.
go.
I was
The
like,
wrong
no,
tree
not
guy.
treant.
Like-
Treant protector. Okay,
think
please.
that's
No,
Tavo's
nature's
hero.
prophet. Where's he gonna go? What do you think?
Offlane, that's Tavo's
lane.
hero.
Yeah,
oh, that's
lane.
just gonna be the off lane. Okay,
Dire
okay.
team
The hero's too strong to not lane him because he's had all these buffs to his base damage. His
Oh,
treants,
that's right.
so
The right clicks are good now.
You just want to go to lane, rush some phase boots, harass enemy carries, put
Hype.
treants on supports.
Hype.
Hey, do you think will
10
Team Freedom
seconds
definitely keep
remaining.
CCNC on the puck in the mid lane, or will they see the Lina matchup and say we'd rather have something else against
5
that?
seconds
Get the puck
remaining.
on the off lane, pick something different mid?
That's one of his favorite heroes. I don't
Okay.
think they'll
You don't-
change it, but
okay.
it's a
Reserve
slight
time.
possibility, but I wouldn't put it to them to put Snaking on the puck.
So yeah, still looking for that off lane. There's the
Hey!
Legion. As you suggested, Slanks, as you suggested.
Yeah, totally. Hey, a Spectre, more global.
Oh,
that-
more
oh,
global
wow.
for
They
SG.
picked that really fast.
Aye.
Yeah, they knew what they wanted.
They were prepared for that
Interesting.
Legion and they didn't give it
Gentlemen,
down. Right?
get yourself over to your computers. And we have apparently a little bit of time to talk about what we think is going to happen here.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we think is going to happen here?
Well, that's a good point. What are you thinking there,
Spectre
gods?
Against
Spectre.
Legion Treant? Is that
Mm-hmm.
is that possible? Like I feel like you're not gonna get much out of the lane.
No.
That lane's gonna bully you a lot. So
But in terms, like, okay, previous game, we complained that they didn't have anything for the late game, and they got late game covered.
Late game is covered, but the global presence strat, it is pretty much like all or nothing, or it's just complete garbage. And the fact that I was even able to predict it is probably not a good sign for that team.
Is it
okay,
King RD on the Spirit Breaker?
it should be.
Because I kind of feel like I wanna give this one to SG. I'm
No.
gonna give this one to SG. Put me over there.
Yay!
Yes.
I'm gonna stick with Freedom. I think their lanes are strong. Treant's a pretty OP champion, and
What? What was that? OP champion, sir? What did you just say? My silencer is all sorts of... This bullet won't hurt you, but it's up there.
I'm gonna stick with America Slack. There we go.
I mean, he's wearing the shirt.
America. Yeah, I don't know. This will be a hilarious game if SG wins. I'll say that. But their chances of doing so, I probably only want to do it. Probably we're gonna have to go with Team Freedom.
I think this is the best draft that they have.
You think so?
So far over the 4 games, 4 drafts in total that we've seen.
I mean, it's a little less predictable. I'll give you that.
It's
It's
a
the
little,
most out there draft.
Yeah.
yeah. It feels like it's easier to execute for them because in all the previous ones they kind of drafted themselves in a little bit of a corner, and this time,
Yeah. I'm worried though. What if the Treant picks up an Ags though? I know you guys laugh at me every time I bring up the Treant Ags, but in this game, they can globally jump on you and you can do a global save. That's a big deal. So, Yanni's never believes me when I say Tree and Ags in pro games. Come on, Fog.
Oh, by the way, we are, in case you're wondering, are slightly delayed because there is a new lobby made with obviously the same picks. We're just waiting for the game to get going, and then we'll send it over to our commentators. But you know, we have some time, so we're taking it.
50-50.
Oh,
Yeah, that's you guys can vote
Try
that
a
at
little harder,
home.
guys.
This is not very representation because in all previous games it is actually even.
It is
All right,
actually,
it is actually even. This is
a real
actually
stat.
people voting.
Wow. Look at that.
That's impressive.
Even the people don't know.
But did they see the draft before voting this? What are
I
you
always
trying
wanted
to
to
do?
master the throw. Ah, damn it. That's something that people could do, you know, the gunslingers. They toss it up. Oh, shit, I would have just shot off my own junk right there.
All right, I'm going to try this. I have a gun as well.
No, you can't do it. Cat has no weight. Here you go. What? Try
This is weight.
It's too light. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this is why they won't let me have one of these in the U.S. anymore. Here you go, Gods. You haven't done any spinning yet. Be an American.
I mean, he broke it once.
That's
I
pace.
guess I break it again.
I was going to say you broke it once. You really want to
I
have
don't
to do it
think you
again?
can break it more, buddy. Come on.
I have a holster.
Australians, lol.
We lost our guns years ago. It's a novelty for me.
You know, what do cops like take in Australia? Like they don't. Do they have guns, cops?
Yes.
Australia, they have. God, I don't even know. I think they have tasers. They
Yeah.
probably have guns too.
They probably have guns too. In the Netherlands, they also have guns.
Really? I heard that like other places besides the U.S. have like billy clubs and stuff.
So I think most cops have guns, but there's also something else in the Netherlands that's not specifically guns. But we'll continue this conversation some other
Oh, we
time
finally
because our
got it?
game is actually ready. So let's
Hey!
head over to OD Pixel and Fog for game number 2 of SG Esports versus Freedom.
I don't know what we're doing.
I don't know what we're doing.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. To Gaston Desk, I'm Audipix. I'm here, Fog, and we're ready to take you through the second game of the second series of the day. We've got Team Freedom for the second time, SG Esports for the fourth time today. We just reloaded into the lobby. We had some connection issues, so we did have to do so. But the picks, as we saw, SG going for something a bit different, going for this global sort of push strat. The Spectre, the Nature's Prophet coming
Where's the
out.
Zeus, man? Instead of the Lina, they
Where's
should have
the
had the
Zeus?
Zeus.
That's
Then
right.
they would have had full global.
They would have, they certainly would have. But overall, are you liking this attempt, or do you feel is it possible that the Spectre's going to get shut down in the lane? By,
I think it's a bit too greedy.
it's a tough game for Spectre.
Very tough game for Spectre, and their lineup is... It's just like weird. It doesn't really have like great team fight or anything. It's got the global kind of potential and stuff, but before that, it's very like single target oriented. And Team Freedom's is very just well rounded. It's great in the lanes. It's great in the mid game. It's great for team fights. It's just got everything they kind of need, and it puts heavy pressure versus weak lanes. So I think Spectre Venge, pretty weak lane. Legion Commander Tree, probably one of the strongest duos. So I really think that SG is going to suffer a lot more. That being said, though, they have looked incredibly good in all of their laning phase
They have.
games.
The laning play has been very strong from SG. Yeah, you can't take that away from them. It is certainly going to have to be even stronger here in a game with the heroes that they have. And
That's a nice ward there you saw what he did there.
did he get it down?
Yeah, he put it down. So he cut the tree. This was a ward that I believe China was using a lot to defend their mid laners. They would put it up there. They cut one tree and you put it down. But it's also incredibly good versus Spirit Breaker. You see all the rotations coming out.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah.
It's just a very hard to de-ward ward.
Will they
as
be
well.
aware that he put that down? You know, obviously spotting him coming up. Do you think they should know that he would have headed over there for
There's
it?
a lot of different spots he could have placed it.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
I mean, they did see that he was standing on the high ground
Yeah.
here, but he could have placed it deeper. He could have placed one on like the normal spot on in the mid lane.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if the Venge is able to get the D wards out. Just have the sentry ready to go. See if he is able to find the right position. But yeah, as you're saying, the global aspect, it feels like it's going to be potentially hard on SG as well because Team Freedom, they have a lot of saves. You've got the Lycan's Howl, you've got the Press the Attack, you've got the Living Armor. A lot of ways that they can save each other from being dove upon. Even when they hit the 6 on the Spectre, you know, the time where you're going to want to get that Spectre straight and involved in action, it could be quite hard for them against Freedom's lineup.
Yeah, it's nothing really to get your Spectre involved. I've used to see like the Spectre get picked up when it was like there's a puck on the team too. So you Dream Coil, you haunt, you get the Spectre involved very early. This time around, it's like you haunt just to go with your kind of Spirit Breaker charge with the Fury and ulti as well, just to join in those type of engagements. But it's definitely not so clear cut and straightforward. While Team Freedom's their lineup hits a very strong timing where they can not only deathball down towers, they can also go for Roshan, and they are incredibly potent. So we'll see how it plays out, but it does look like SG is going to suffer more in the laning phase than they usually do. We'll see, though. King RD is kind of the man at just finding situations and turning them around and finding ganks anywhere. Yeah,
in all 3 games. Well, what we've seen him on? We've seen him on the Undying, the Earth Spirit, and what was it? Was it Sand King? Did he play in one of the games?
Undying, Earth Spirit, and I can't recall.
I can't remember. But whatever he's been on, he's certainly been quite a dominant force in the early game. So we'll see if he is able to pull off the same this time round. Mid lane, though, as you said, probably going to be a place where we're going to see less King RD. There's not too much you can do against the puck. Bottom lane, we'll make the go here onto Lee. He backs up, and he will be fine. Not quite enough damage or control level 1 to take him out. So they'll harass the support out of the lane, but Snaking still able to stand strong. And yeah, to confirm as you said, so what, game 1 we saw Boris standing in, but Snaking is indeed back here for the second game. Mid lane, at the moment, things being kept even. It's the bottom lane where the heavy action is going on here. King RD being gone upon. They'll look to turn with a magic missile, and they'll get it. HFN secures himself first blood.
Wow. Didn't think they'd actually be able to bring him down with that kind of aggression, but yeah, having the Leech Seed level 1, he just wanted to start pummeling them down, but yeah, just a bit too much damage, just unexpecting them to really be able to burst him down with the Desolate. He got, I think, 1 or 2 Desolate damage hits too, so the bonus damage does play a bit of a factor. But now looking at the lane equilibrium, and the creep favor is heavily in Freedom's.
It's going to be down under the tower. King RD taunting Lee here. That
one is very obnoxious.
The noise, the movement, it's all over the place.
Snaking, though, even though the Treant died, he's farming super well. 9-1 CS, and he's standing under the tower. No fear.
Mid lane.
Mid lane.
Has he got
Adriano.
it? Very close there. Nearly being able to bring down Adriano. It sounds out in time. CCNC, though, as it goes, keeping on par with the farm of the leader at the moment. Even matchup between the two of them. Looking for that rune. Not going to get it. As CCNC is able to take it. Adriano was hoping to get there in time. Couldn't quite make it. The orb too strong. Bottom lane, again, the dagger out. And revealing that the sentry is there. They did pop a sentry down themselves, Team Freedom, to look for the D ward, but...
They did get it.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, there was a lane ward from SG, and Lee was able to claim that one. But now he is invis. He's got the Leech Seed as well, so he's going to be able to just keep snaking in the lane. But yeah, Snake's pretty much free farming in this lane versus a tri-lane. And the trade-off, though, is that the Nature's Prophet top lane is... He's messing with the support a bit, and he's messing with the Iwara a little bit and getting some farming levels, at least to get some reciprocation.
And HFN, does he have any regen here on the Spectre? He
has none.
He's got nothing out on him at the moment. What's the best way? And there's nothing on C4T as well. So this is going to be a little bit awkward for the moment for this Spectre. He really can't do much for what seems to be quite a bit of time there. There's no backup plan, and Snake King realizes this. He knows that he can be aggressive, as this Spectre's just going to be out the lane for quite some time indeed. Do we have...
He's bringing
someone in?
He's bringing the HFN salve.
There we go. Absolutely necessary there, as they need to get the Spectre back into some sort of a shape that he can re-enter the lane.
All 3 lanes, though, going in favor for Team Freedom right now, even though the first kill was on the Treant Protector.
Yeah, certainly is, as you mentioned, it is, along with the panel, panning out as is expected with these lineups from both sides. A Spectre having a very tough time in lane with the pressure that's being put on.
Yeah, once they get the level 6 on the Nature's Prophet, he can at least come down and maybe get involved versus the Legion Commander with a charge coming out, but still They're getting heavily pressured by this dual aggressive lane, and you can see their levels are suffering. King RD level 1 on Spirit Breaker, it's almost 5 minutes in. C4T is barely, almost level 3. Almost level 4 on the Spectre, but yeah, snaking on the Legion Commander is just playing in their faces, absolutely free farming.
Yeah, he's had a very, very strong start.
Yep. And as long as Francis or F. Lee doesn't really show himself too much and just sits behind snaking, they have no kill opportunities. Unless snaking plays way too far aggressive. But
Oh, snaking. He actually nearly gets that one there, but the whole bat will be there. Quick charge and a magic missile. They look to try and turn. They're bringing the Nature's Prophet as well. Treant trying to hold them back. Snaking, falling down low. They'll sprout him up. But he's actually able to cut himself out and get away at the end of the day. Now they'll turn their focus towards the Treant. Jakiro coming in, snaking, trying to save him. It's not going to be enough here.
that is the one thing. If they overstep their bounds too far, that's when the Nature's Prophet can come in and start helping. So they have to watch their positioning when they do go for that kind of stuff. Snaking, maybe in a little trouble here. One more right click coming out from Tavo, and he should be brought down. Yeah, Snaking might be able to get a kill. Yeah,
it will fall through in return, but yeah, Tavo getting a double. I think he'll be fine with that. They keep the Spectre alive. They get a double. It's going to be a long, painful walk once again, though, for HFN back to base. So still more and more time where this Spectre is falling very much behind in comparison to the Lycan, who is double the CS and having the time of his life up on that top lane, especially when the Nature's Prophet leaves the lane for that sort of play.
Yeah, and he's going to go for a Midas. That's like the new Lycan build that everybody's been doing. You just get the Midas and you increase your farm much faster, because that hero doesn't just need items, he needs levels pretty badly. But he's going for the 1-1-3 build that we've been seeing people do as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, snaking, continuing that rampage in that bottom lane. No fear, even though he did pay with his life once. He's now going to have the phase boots finished up, and it should be a lot easier for him to survive. That being said, though...
Yeah, they're making it go again onto F. Lee. Charge forward from King RD. Out comes the Wrath, and Nature's Prophet TPs across. Magic Missile is there, and they should get F. Lee. The response from Freedom, as they surround Tavo, take him out, will punish him for that play. And last time getting a double kill, I think he's happy with that, but TPing in, taking a Treant down, but then losing your life, not necessarily worth it here for the Prophet.
Yeah, I mean, he's not really... That's just him getting a kill, too. It's not like him TPing down there is securing his Spectre's farm by any means. He's now... HFN just got the hell out of there. He's like,
He's up to top. He can't do anything,
get anything up there. I can't get anything down there. There's no point in him really being there anymore, because it's just too much pressure coming up from the Legion Commander. And the Jakiro now has his space awakened, and he can make his way down and cause even more pressure, and even take the building now, too. With that level 3 Liquid Fire, they can heavily pressure the safe lane tower. And as a Spectre, losing your safe lane tower pre-10 minutes is super detrimental. Tavo is teleporting down, though, to try to at least react a bit for it.
Oh, look at this top lane. CCNC's coming with a wraparound. They're ready to punish HFN. They know he's not 6 yet, still just level 5. He'll try and juke his way out around the tree line. He's not going to make it, though, as they chase him down. Yawar as well, getting the kill. As anticipated, it's been a very tough opening 8 minutes here for the Spectre. Freedom well and truly able to punish it and make sure the lanes go their way. Bottom lane, charge onto Snaking, pretty deep underneath the tower. Mass TP's coming through. Will be sprouted, gets the chance to get himself out. But with a magic missile coming in from the bench, they do punish the Legion. They brought in 4 for this. Can they get any more? They're looking towards Stanking. Do have the charge. Sprout is there. Ends up actually knocking him out the trees, though. And it looks like they should still get him as the bash comes through along with another magic missile. SG will secure themselves a couple of kills down bottom. Get HFN involved as well.
Defended their tower. Very important as well. A little bit of an over-aggressive play coming out from Snaking and getting punched, but now HFN playing over-aggressive as well and just gets bursted down at the tower.
Straight in Snaking with the duel. Not great for SG there. They get themselves a bit of positive play. Snaking turning it around. Still as this goes on, all the space in the world for Yawara up on the top lane. Has the Midas complete and can now look to start to put some pressure on that tower as he wishes.
I think this is where Adriano needs to start getting involved for his team too. Make some space for that Spectre. I think he ideally wanted to go down toward bottom, but he was farming some stacks, and yeah, he can't really defend that tower. Now it's going to get dropped down from the right clicks from Snaking as well as the Liquid Fire from Stanking. So losing safe lane tower, Spectre now kind of doesn't really have a great place to farm or go at all. He has to play with this ganking Spectre in a way, and they have to really enable him. They have to play completely around the Spectre now and just help him wherever possible, wherever he goes. But this isn't a Spectre. You know, it's 9 minutes in and he's playing in the enemy offlane. It's just a very awkward position.
Now he's got to be careful as well. CCNC with that Veil. If he makes another rotation, they've got the burst. There'll be a smoke up
So they are
from SG.
They are going to go up and play around the Spectre at least. You know, he's in the offlane. They got to help him somehow. But the puck coming in, CCNC with that freshly picked up Veil.
Yeah, calling him and working himself down to the low ground. There's the Light Strike and Laguna in return. CCNC will take the fall. They'll sprout the Lycan, hold him back, jumps through, will chase down the Spectre, gets the kill, gets out as well. Light Strike Ray not on point. Thinking about turning for more. They've got the duel. They're going to look for a second kill onto the vent. There's actually a buyback Haunt here from the Spectre trying to turn this. Looks towards the Lycan. Snake King falling down low as he will be chased down by Tavo. They'll get the Legion. Yawar trying for the TP out. Isn't going to make it. The Light Strike comes in. So SG do take the cause back down in response. They do commit the Spectre buyback for that, but I mean, he doesn't get a lot of gold, of course, because of that buyback.
Get some experience.
Gets a bit of experience.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
He didn't have the earn or anything finished up, so he didn't get earn charges, but yeah, all right. He's trying to get involved. He's trying to catch up somehow. At least he's trying, right? But that was a nice smoke rotation that they did. You know, they kind of expected the aggression to continue happening onto the Spectre every time he shows in a lane, and they at least react accordingly. Trying to get themselves a tower as well.
I may want to dive for more. They've actually got a charge onto Stan King. They are going in deep. Living armor. And it'll be enough to save the Jakiro. It won't. They'll lose Stan King here. The aggression of SG stepping up. Paying off for now.
CCNC porting in, wanting to defend this tower. Tavo dueled up. This will be an easy duel finish.
I was just saying, how many duel wins have we got on Snake King? It feels like he's had a pretty strong start. Yeah, 3 already here. 30 damage at 11 minutes in. Dream Coil out and down onto C4T. He'll be chased down as well. And they will get the double for CCNC.
Very important for CCNC to make those type of moves, though. Just always running around, defending his towers as best as possible, because he's playing with a Treant Protector on his team. He doesn't want to lose towers, but that being said, while he does move out of the mid lane, the Lina Adriano is able to clean up mid tower. So small little gain coming out from SG, at least through that exchange.
What's the plan item-wise from the Spectre? Is it a game where you have to look for that Radiance, or do you expect to see smaller items such as the Manta, a Diffusal come out from him in this game?
I think he needs to go for... I think it's going to be too hard for him to get a big item like a Radiance. Maybe if he just win like a crazy amount of fights, he can just get it like that, but he already purchases up the Aquila Phase Boots. He's going to be going for an Urn as well on top of that. So it looks like he's just going for early aggression builds. I think he needs to as well. Just like they're going to be constantly running at him in this game, and they need to be able to contest that first Roche. That first Roche is going to be extremely important, and Freedom has a perfect lineup to take that with not only just the Lycan, but also Jakiro. Jakiro makes it so that while you're doing Roche, you pretty much take no damage, because the Roche isn't really attacking when he's liquid fired. Bottom lane, King RD in position. Ready to go for stanking, waiting for Tavo's TP maybe to be ready. He's waiting for something, maybe to wait for more information on the map before he makes a move.
Yeah, definitely a kill that they can go for. And stanking is all alone. And indeed, there we have it. Charge, they'll go for the TP. It's a little far away, but he pops the drum charges, gets in position. They've got the bashes from King RD, and Stan King will certainly be taken down here. SG seeing an opening and making sure to abuse it.
And then they're actually pinging out the Roche too, so they're expecting that's going to be happening in a bit. Adriano actually pinged that one out. Yeah, nice little small kill gains. Going for Midas not only on the Spirit Breaker, but also on the Nature's Prophet. So they're going to have triple Midas, actually maybe even 4 Midases coming out soon for Team Freedom, because the Treant Protector also has one queued up. So greed, greed, greed. After a good laning phase. Why not? Snaking now charged up again. Oh, he canceled his charge.
Oh,
but they might be able to get the kill anyway.
Few bashes would do it.
Be able to.
He's trying to, oh, he actually commits with the duel and turns. With the overgrowth, they're going to man up, turn back into this. Look towards King RD, get the second. Snake King just goes now for the TP out. He's going to make it.
Oops.
And that whole attempt there from SG just turned around immediately. They did not expect the Treant to be in position for that ultimate.
Yeah, canceling his charge stun. That was also quite a mistake there. Snake King's able to get the press the attack off, and then the Treant in position to get that nice root coming out. And during all this, Stan King now just goes toward the mid lane, puts a nice aggressive ward, and also just starts liquid firing the tower.
And what's snaking that? What is his 4th successful duel?
Yep.
As yeah, that is. It's a lot. 40 minutes in to see a Legion get that many victories this early on is certainly something you don't see every game. As he's also very close to having that Blink Dagger done. 200 gold and he's got it. CCNC scouting things out with an Invis rune. Has the Dream Core ready to go. Spots out HFM. Knows what's up there in the middle lane. But it looks like they don't have any interest in jumping in for a fight as of yet.
Yeah. Team Freedom doesn't really need to take these like random type of fights. The fights that they want to take is near objectives because they can easily take it right after an engagement happens. And they have to have the number advantage because like we did mention a bit on the panel was that SG does have like that global favor coming in, so they can outnumber Team Freedom if Team Freedom is not set up properly.
I was interested, was that CCNC on the puck? He was shift queuing up Clarities. Did he end up buying some on the courier?
Yep.
Okay. Stocking up on 3 Clarities. Okay.
It's good to have, we see a lot of players actually put them at least in your backpack. I think OP on IG, I see him running around with Clarities in his backpack a lot of the times when he's playing these type of heroes. Doesn't want to have to go back to base. He's the big aggressor as well. But I think he's probably going to be going back anyway.
Oh, yeah, certainly value. It's a good amount for just a small price of 50 gold.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, there we go, popping one already, even though he's going back to base. Just that extra speed on the mana regen, meaning you can TP out sooner, I guess.
Yep, they want to defend their tier 1.
Efficiency at its finest. Let's see what they can do about this. F-Lee already up there. Echo Saber complete on your War. They do have the sentry down though, SG, so F-Lee's going to have to be careful how he comes around on this. Blink Dagger on snaking. Ready to look for the jump. See how heavy SG going on this push. The Wolves already scouting them out. And that may be enough to cause SG to hold back off this.
Yeah, they don't have a lineup that really wants to just like straight up 5v5. They want a lineup that outnumbers or they just catch people out of position and then the Haunt comes through and the Fury Note comes through as well. So whenever Team Freedom groups up, they have a big advantage coming up for them. And snaking, going in for the duel now.
He goes straight in there, finds the Lina. The swap will be there. Will buy him time at least to not lose the duel immediately. But the side of Freedom going in for more. Out comes the Overgrowth. Traps too. Lina's out and down. King RD tries for a TP, but the damage from your is too much. As SG, they lose 2. They're going to lose the Venge as well as 3 are out and down. You've got the Spectre trying to run himself away. He has the Shrine Heal, but he's absolutely surrounded here by Freedom, still with a full 5 man alive. HFM will go down as well. Yawar gets the double kill. And, I mean, you said it yourself. SG with a lineup that doesn't want to fight 5-on-5. And that demonstration shows exactly why that's the case.
Yeah, they can just get ran at. Like, they don't really have great damage in a team fight. Like, they need damage coming out from everybody kind of splitting up, and the Desolate starts to build up, and the Nature's Prophet ult, and they pick somebody off maybe with, like, a Lina ult quickly. But the amount of sustain that also comes out from Team Freedom is just too high.
Oh, and look at this.
Another duel coming out.
Just straight in. Again, there will be a swap, but I think it's a swap that may set up for a couple of potential deaths. The Spirit Breaker will get out, so Venge's life not in vain, as he will save the Spirit Breaker. But yeah, another tower to be taken by Freedom. As they really continue to amp up the pressure. And SG still desperately trying to look for that space to get HFM back in this one. Going straight for the Refresher Orb on this Spectre. That's when you know something's going wrong.
He's still probably deciding. He's probably thinking about what he wants to do, but...
You don't believe in the phase Refresher Rush?
Sure don't.
Trusting in the Desolate damage. I like it. Does he even have the... He does not have the mana for 2... What's the mana like for 2 haunts? It's, no. Yeah, it's not there.
It's high, yeah.
You got to sit in base. Sit in... You know, AFK base and double haunt from base, that's the plan.
I'm like trying to think what he can actually get. I think just like the Manta kind of build is the safest versus Train Protector. Yeah, he's got the Yasha coming out.
He's only trolling us.
And that was... So that last, I guess you could call fight, it was more like Team Freedom just kind of running at them. And oh god, another duel coming out right away.
Snaking, he is just in there each and every time, setting up for the team fights. We'll get the duel win here as the Lina's out and down. Overgrowth comes out onto 2 of them. SG, they've lost 2. They're going to lose 3 as well as Tavo's out. C4T down as well.
They can't fight. They actually just cannot
really
fight.
Can't.
they have to just completely split up in a way, but it's too hard versus the lineup that Team Freedom has because they can force these engagements. Snaking, no hesitation jumping in. Don't think he gets the duel victory there, but still. Actually, no, I think he did get the duel victory that time.
He did actually that time, yeah.
They did manage to get he's doing exactly what he needs to do in this game, and he just needs to jump in, force the aggression onto him, and then they clump up, and they get all these like massive team fight spells coming out on top. And now that's 2 tier 2s claimed already. Pre-20 minutes, Roshan should be looking like their next objective to be gained, unless they want to go for bottom as well. But yeah, it's just looking like SG cannot take the engagements versus Team Freedom. They don't have the lineup to do that.
No, they really don't. They need more time for the Spectre, and yeah, the way that Team Freedom's playing, they're not going to give SG any more time at all.
Yeah, and Lena, that was the last 2 deaths were the freshly picked up Bloodstone, and he's down to 5 charges now. King RD also just getting caught out.
Yeah, King RD with the 7 Orb of Venoms queued up next on the Spirit Breaker. Oh, 6 actually, sorry. EU maths.
Yeah, they're feeling pretty demoralized.
They're feeling the heat here, yeah. This is definitely the most painful game or state that they've been in today. 20 minutes in to be 12k behind. It's tough, especially when you're 12k behind with a Spectre lineup.
Yeah.
And yeah, queuing up the quad Midas here for the Spectre. I love it. I like that. I like to feel that this isn't frustrating. This is SG having a bit of a laugh, bit of a smile.
They probably are. I mean, they're probably just like, we're just getting ran at. The only way that they can come back in this game is just to split up and just try not to get completely overran, but it's looking like it's a bit too much of a detriment at this point. They do have a Spectre if they make it to super late game, but they also have the heroes to kind of deal with the Spectre.
I would love to see him build those 4 Midases and then come back into the game.
That would be pretty hype. Oh no, Adriano top, the duel. It's gonna come out. Does he get the Bloodstone off? He does. Okay.
Kills himself in time.
And now looks like stanking bottom lane. They might be able to get at least something out of this. He's pretty tanky.
There you go, here's the duel win. Oh no, oh the swap! Or it's not enough.
And stanking actually TP's out of the bottom lane as well when they went to go for him with the double 2 hero rotations.
Yeah, unfortunately, Spirit Breaker 6 Orb of Venom's too short to get that kill. Oh, I see it. This is cozy, isn't it? Oh, he's.
Oh, they've got eyes on him.
Yeah.
The duel isn't up yet.
Oh, he's actually gonna get out.
He should be able to
use roll. Oh no, he hasn't got it. All right, F Lee giving a bit of mercy there to the Spectre as he lets him waltz away.
Still a very dominant performance.
Yeah,
Freedom
have looked very good this series, yeah, that's for sure.
Yawar has also been, like, it's not like massive in this game, but he has been using his wolves really well to scout out everybody. He's been sending like 1 around and just kind of putting it on top of the Lina for the most part whenever they're trying to take an engagement. So they know whenever SG does want to respond. But yeah, they've just been literally just jumping in and just brute forcing it pretty much versus SG. Mid lane, stanking.
Can they get a killer? They're looking for stanking.
He's buff though.
Oh, CCNC is actually there with the response. Gets the 2-man silence dream call out as well. Duels there onto the Spirit Breaker. Another win for Snaking. And HFN will try and run himself away. He's not going to make it. Or is he?
Nope. And Yawar in the back also cleans up the Vengeful Spirit. 15,000 gold lead now at the 22-minute mark. They just call it.
The GG, well played. Unfortunate stuff here for SG, having some very tough matchups. As a second series of the day, it will be another loss for them. Freedom picking up 2 wins. As Freedom just, they did look very good. We saw how well they coped in a game in Game 1 where SG did give them a hard time in the laning stage.
Yeah.
You are making a good recovery. CCNC playing some very nice puck in both games, to be fair. Some great rotations here in Game 2, keeping them ahead. And again, it feels just down to the draft. SG, I feel like they themselves would have known going to this game they were going to have a tough start, but I guess just didn't anticipate how tough it could be.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what happened. Is Team Freedom had some very strong lanes, and SG they tried to kind of like duke it up versus them, but the heroes that Team Freedom had were just way too strong at that. They were able to claim objectives, and the brute forcing factor. Snaking, no hesitation coming up from him, just blinking in, starting the engagements, and that was making it an absolute disaster for SG.
And we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Second series of the day goes 2-0 to Team Freedom, and we'll be able to bring them back in the panel there. But yeah, guys and girls,
Hello.
It's been a tough day for
Hello.
SG. Tough day for SG.
Very tough day for SG. That draft did not work out at all. I don't know why I believed it would.
Well, that's okay.
I'm not sure either, Sheaves.
Well, come on. It was an all or nothing draft. And
It was.
could have gone that way.
They had the
so-
global strat at least. But
Sure.
You see
just
these
didn't get
combos
along.
like NP Spectre, and you're like, yeah, this is going to be great, but then you've got to get to a point where it can be great,
It didn't
and things
really.
fell apart pretty early. So.
I will say
Yeah.
that you two casters were great. Thanks for your work, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you later. Yeah, because that game for SG is just... It just fell apart so fast as well. They never really got... Like you said, they never really got to the point where their draft was meant to do something.
Yeah. I think giving away Treant's okay if you pick stronger heroes. You can't pick like a Spectre when your opponents have Treant, Legion Commander in lane. They had that. I guess their idea was they tri-laned it. They had the Nature's Prophet who could TP in, so it could turn to like a 4v2. But even when they got kills, like the Nature's Prophet TP'd in, they killed 2, lost 1. It's like, well, yeah, you got an okay trade, but you commit 4 heroes, and Spectre has to go back to base to heal because keeps getting knocked to pieces by this Treant. So the trades they had weren't even at all good. One bit good.
No.
Not even one bit.
Damn, that was kind of it was a quick GG. I knew it was over, and not even any pressure on the base. It's a sad GG, you know. You don't even
kinda
see
is.
those, and you're like, yeah, got him. You're like,
But
what?
we talked about this a little bit off camera.
Yeah.
About people and players using the voice lines, and where you can tell like they're having fun and things. When that Spectre died, is now the last death that he had. There was a sad trombone from King RD.
Oh, when it's your teammate doing it though, that's maybe
teammate.
suggesting like,
Oh, yeah.
it's not going so well. If you do it yourself when you're dying, it's like, hi, I'm dead, team. I'm feeding.
No, it was while the chase was going on, so he wasn't even dead yet.
No.
So if your teammate does it, it's
Preemptive.
like you're feeding. What's going on? Stop.
Preemptive
Yeah.
sad trauma.
Let's take a look at the replay we've chosen for you guys. All right, all right, let it go, let it go. All right, we're 18
Whoa, look at
minutes
that.
into the game.
Sorry. Go ahead. All right,
Initiation.
Every time.
got this right there. Boom, pushed away, and it looks like this is gonna be an instant melt. However, yeah,
Hey, look, it's a wolf.
that's a woofy stuck in there.
Wolf.
What we're gonna do for the
Oh,
right,
and let's,
there you
okay,
go.
pause, please. This guy is making every so right now before this, you know, the wolf. He was he was actually having to walk to someone to kill
My
him.
God,
Oh,
what a
the
life.
effort! Right now, people are just rooted.
What I would like to point out is you
Rooted.
just
Like,
saw
hey.
that huge mass of support attacks. Everything. Everyone trying to do one thing.
Oh, hey.
Then Treant Protector literally walks up and goes, boop.
Oh, hey.
And he catches literally everyone and
Another one.
destroys them.
Oh, hey, he can do
Oh,
another
hey.
one. In the meantime, by the way, Puck's and CCNC, I know it's difficult to track him down. But he's all over the place. He's already got a double kill. He's crazy. It was a good game from Team
Yeah.
Freedom.
I like
Let's
the
put it that way.
contrast. You know, the Jakiro, like he. Hold on a second.
Hold on a second. Who are we talking to?
who this?
Hi,
Stan
this is
King?
Stan King.
Hi, Stan King.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your first showing of DreamLeague.
Thank you.
How did you like playing against SG today?
It was nice. They're like obviously a very accomplished team, so it felt nice kind of taking the wins from them.
I was
we
gonna
had
say-
we had some internet issues earlier with Snake King, so we're glad to have him back for our matches.
Yeah, I mean, you made that series look easy, to be honest. So that's good. Definitely.
You guys are playing a lot of matches lately and doing really well. Like, what do you feel about your team and its potential right now?
I think we feel pretty good. We have had a lot of practice, and we think we really enjoy playing with each other. So we just kind of want to get the experience that other teams have and be able to compete for TI.
All right, all right. You've been around for a long time. You've been to a lot of different teams. How's this one shaping up? You like your teammates? Do you think they're cool guys?
I don't think I've been on that many teams, right? That's probably
Come
my,
on, dude.
like second real team. So
You think they're better than the other team you had, bro? Be real.
it's nice.
Oh, good, good. What's your situation like? Do you guys have like a house now? I know that they used to do Team Freedom boot camps in a house, or what's it looking like
Yeah, we're
for your
ha-
training?
We're gonna have a boot camp at the end of this week. So starting at the end of this week until TI. So it'd be nice kind of meeting everyone.
At the end of this week until TI, that's a very long time.
Well, you gotta work hard to get the TI right.
Yeah,
There you
no,
go.
it's true, it's true. I mean, but some teams also say sometimes that too much is also not good because you might get too, like...
What are you trying to freak
No,
him out?
no, because I actually had this discussion with people before because some people think it's you know, it's not good, not healthy to be basically on each other's, you know, in each other's personal space the whole time.
Yeah, I think we thought about that, but it's not. I think we'll be okay.
All right.
Okay.
Good to
I
hear
believe
you.
it. Were you very surprised that you got the Treant Protector there in that second game, by the way?
I mean, they banned the heroes we like to play, so.
Well,
we have so many of
everybody
them.
seems to be banning Treant Protector, not gonna lie.
I think there's like the 7.06C patch, so I think people are kind of confused right now what's good and what's bad. So
Fair
we
enough.
just kind of played, and somehow we got Treant. So
So,
play the Treant game.
Complexity is your next opponent
Oh.
in just a little bit. And you actually recently played Complexity in the best of 5, which you won. Are you gonna do it again? Are we gonna talk to you again after the end of this series?
I hope so. We played
Yeah.
a lot.
Well,
The confidence
Yeah.
comes.
I mean, if you play them a lot, then you know them really well as well, right?
They also know us really well, so
It's true.
We'll see. We'll see how this.
How confident are you?
I think we're pretty confident. We've been winning most of our games. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
really, not really too much to worry about, but we haven't really played, you know, the top tier of competition. So we'll see if Cold does better.
Well, we're gonna find out. I am gonna let you get back to your team to prepare for that one, and perhaps we'll talk to you in a little bit again.
All right, and thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And that was Stan King, the Jakiro player. So far, we've only seen him play Jakiro in both of the games. And yeah, confident to beat Complexity. That's going to be our next series. But before that, I believe we still have an MVP vote. I'm not sure if I can ask for that because I know our producer is not actually in the studio right now. Oh my God! Look at that. She
the
left
ship
people in
still
charge.
runs.
Look at that, Tavo.
All right.
Nature's Prophet. Now, I do feel like I shouldn't have to say this.
Yeah.
But I will say this. People in the chat, the MVP vote is not a popularity vote.
They like Tavo.
They let them have it. They lost all their games. Let them have one MVP vote.
Decided.
Okay,
Dang.
fair enough. On the other team, it was Snake King on the Legion Commander. He did have a really good Legion Commander game.
That is true.
Basically getting... well, I say he had a good Legion Commander game, but every time, or most of the times he got a duel, there was also a swap that was on point. But
He was just fogged in the Twitch chat voting for snaking. He loves snaking.
Yeah.
yeah, I actually, we heard him say it. Yeah, it was him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Him and all his multi-accounts.
Loads of accounts. All right. So, our next series.